Well, good afternoon, morning, evening, whenever. It's another week. It's another coffee talk. And we're excited to be here. It is so hot this week. Thank you, Kevin, for bringing in iced.
We are nearing up on August, which I think is really interesting.
You know what's interesting to me? This thought occurred to me yesterday when I was driving. Almost every year for May long weekend, my family has come here. And almost every May long weekend when they're here, we've gone like, you should have been here a week ago. Because they want sunny, dry, hot.
May long or August?
Sorry, August long. Did I say May?
You said May long.
My brain is so fried from the heat.
August long weekend, yeah.
Yeah, anyways, August long weekend, they'd come up. And they'd come to the Okanagan looking for dry, hot, sun, and beach. That's just it. And all the time it'd be like miserable, it'd be cold.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be like 20 degrees, but it'd be cold, and they'd be all like, hey, I thought the Okanagan was supposed to be sunny. And we'd say, you should have been here last week.
Yeah.
And
or then you have those years of like, everybody's like, we're going to the Okanagan this year.
Yeah.
And that's the year that there's tons of smoke and can't go outside.
Absolutely the other thing.
And it's like shading the sun, so it's actually even that much colder.
So no one is coming this year for August long weekend, and of course it's like scorching hot. We're like, I want to go away. But no, anyway, so it's summer.
So I hope you're staying
Middle
cool.
Mm-hmm. And caffeinated, drinking something icy. Which is so not good. So, very thankful. You know what? Lori was the first one to say this to me, but I got the text earlier in the week. Like, aren't you glad we're not doing Drama Camp this week?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a cooker. But Drama Camp is behind us. Hopefully you had a chance to view all the hard work and many, many hours of work that all of, like, so many people went to putting together, right? Not just the kids in terms of all what they did and all that Lori did and all that Kevin did and Devin and all the youth who were here helping and directing the kids in various different ways. Like, it was a huge team effort, and it was really fun to watch and know that there's like, and this is part of the advantage of, first off, in case anyone's wondering, we did have like permission of the families to put it on YouTube and leave it up and all of that. So to have like all of the greater sphere of influence of people that are part of our life have had a chance to view that and, you know, and participate in it in terms of viewing. And it's been excellent.
And the fact that for a lot of reasons, Drama Camp just soldiered on through all of this.
Yeah.
We did a lot of safety checks, and we did a lot of cleaning, and we did a lot of stuff that we needed to do, and kind of this became the bubble room, even though we were all spaced apart. And it was a really good week, and it was a lot of fun, and seeing kids see each other was actually really cool.
It's pretty great,
right? People that they haven't seen, right? Because all these kids haven't been going to school since April, and so March. And so, like, that was kind of cool just to see them connect again and
absolutely
do it safely and do it well. And so I'm very thankful to them and to everything. So normally, on a Sunday morning, when we would have this presentation, we would call Lori up on stage, and she would hate it. And
super awkward about it.
We would say, thank you so much, and we appreciate it. So Lori, we're not calling you up on stage, but thank you very much. And we appreciate all your work, and we will talk later.
That's right, absolutely.
And, thank you for all you do, and for the ministry that you brought in, for the discipleship that Chris and others brought to this group. It's still important to be shaping and forming these kids' lives and spiritual minds, and it was so much more than just love each other. It was we are children of God, and that's the whole point and purpose. So thank you for all that, and thank you for viewing it as well too. And so that was last week.
Yes.
And so now this
moving
week,
ahead, we it's Communion Sunday. Like, I know this. I'm going to sound like a broken. The weeks just where do they go? But we're entering August. And as has already been said, but it's communion. So we say that to remind you, be ready. If you're at home.
And if you're watching this 2 minutes before the service starts.
You've got a couple minutes. And you know what? I have to confess this. This was so bad. I forget which month it was, maybe 2 months ago. I had filmed the communion segment. I had sat here on Coffee Talk saying, hey, it's communion this Sunday. I sent an email out to the whole church. And do you think I remembered that it was Communion Sunday? I'm like, And the other, I'm like,
I've done it about 3 times.
I'm in the service watching it going, oh no, he's just cut to me at the communion table. Now I'm scrambling. And so I don't want you to have that experience.
But then there's been other times where like we've taken the recipes, we've actually made unleavened bread, which Karis calls, what is she called? My mind blanked.
It's all right.
It was so good. Unleavened, yeah.
It's okay.
Okay.
Hey, if you spread grape jelly on toast, is that? No, I'm just kidding. We're not going to start messing with communion. But bread, what type of bread doesn't matter. Really, it doesn't. It's a representation of Jesus.
Yeah.
We, the what's in the cup, does it matter? Well, I don't know. It's a representation of Jesus' blood. So I like, dark red, grape juice. If you're doing the wine, that's fine. That's what Jesus did, right? So if you want to be mostly authentic, it'll be flatbread and wine. And I will confess, one morning we don't have any juice in the house. We don't normally have juice in the house. We're not a juice family. My wife has convinced me that it's bad for my health, so we just don't drink it. We don't buy it. One day it was like, Welch's Grape Freezy. All right, defrost this quick. This is turning into confession time. Anyway,
which makes sense because it's communion.
It works, right? It was still grape juice. That's how I justify it. And it was real juice freezy. It wasn't like the basically frozen church juice. So that's anyways.
So hopefully you're able to even just share that with your family and take turns like serving each other. Okay, this particular child, now it's your turn to serve everybody, and next month you get to do a different kid or something.
And I will say that has been the most humbling at times part, because when you're not having a great morning, and maybe there's been some issues with kids or the husband's stupidity or whatever it is, and then it's like, oh, now am I going to serve communion to my family, right? And it's like, no, this is
it's gut check.
It is a gut check. And some mornings it's just awesome, and it's like a privilege. It's like, oh, I get to serve my kids. And some mornings it's like, am I going to serve? And so it's an opportunity to engage in that in a new way and in a deeper way. And so I have really probably enjoyed Communion Sundays the most when I've been prepared. So that's why we do this service, to let you know, be prepared. But also just, when I'm in it and when we're engaging in it. And so that's if you're at home. And I say if you're at home because this is also the first Sunday where we're inviting people to join us here at the church.
Yeah.
If you've pre-registered to do so, that's a big thing. So go online, select a service you want to join. There's a big banner there that Kevin's put up, join us for a service. You'll click on that. You'll go to the page. You'll see the times at 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. Those are the times. And if you're coming to a service, I'll say too, I'll hit pause there and say, or on Thursday when Ursula's in the office, you could call. And so she's in 9 till 2, and you can connect with her, and she'll get you signed up for a service. And we'd love to have you. If you're here, then we'll have communion elements available in the room. We're not serving tea or coffee or anything else that might be a normal part of a church experience for you, but we will have communion supplies and communion elements so that you can participate in communion as a group.
Yeah, and very, very different ones. Right?
Yes,
and we're not passing stuff across. It's gonna be very different because. In our services, we're going to respect different family pods and different social bubbles that need to be respected. And so what we've done is we've got these. These are single-use communion. It has bread and it has juice, and everything is there. It's been sterilized and everything, and it's good to go. So we have those for those that will be here on the Sunday morning, because we would also not appreciate if you showed up with a basket full of your own communion elements.
Correct.
Please don't do that.
Yeah.
We will have that for you if you are here, and if you signed up for a service, then we will be able to put it on your seat to be able to put that out. And so because it's reserved seating, we'll know how many we need and we have, and so yeah.
Absolutely. And all the more reason that for us, I mean, we're doing the sign up so that we can set the seating, so that we can make sure everyone's spaced appropriately, so that we can, do that. That helps us with our contact tracing. We know who is here and how to get a hold of people if something comes up. And then also for Communion Sundays, then we know, okay, this family pot is here. They need this number of, communion elements. And and on Sunday we will find out if which people are all thumbs in terms of opening a pull tab, and which ones can do it effortlessly, and which ones are so clumsy that they spill juice on themselves. And my money's on me doing that. I'm just going to say that's, if anyone does it, it'll be this guy.
Now we've also had a few questions regarding this Sunday as well too.
Absolutely.
And so we want to be able to address those. Some have asked, are kids allowed to come? The short answer is yes.
Yep.
We are still asking that everybody wear a mask, and that's simply for safety and best practice and going above and beyond, and that's really in our best interest right now. We realize that a 1-year-old is probably not going to be able to keep that mask on really well. We're going to do our best.
Yeah.
And we're going to aim for going above and beyond, and we're gonna work with you. So we're aiming here.
That's
Let's
right.
just aim.
Yeah,
there.
we don't want to have a moving target out there, or we don't want to just shoot blindly and then circle the arrow. I think that's an old Charlie Brown kind of thing, isn't it?
That's a Lindonism.
Yeah, I know, but I thought he was referring to.
is he?
I thought he was quoting Charlie Brown.
I had no idea.
Will he watch this? Will he correct us? I don't know. Anyways, doesn't matter. Let's move on. The thing is, that's what we're aiming for. We will be gracious about it, but here's what I saw at Costco yesterday. I went to Costco. And I saw a lady, because they require masks.
Yeah.
I saw a lady take a mask, take 3 steps, and then shove it in her purse. That's what we don't want, right? Yeah. We will say, we will be gracious, we will be considerate. We're not going to come down heavy on you if your kid rips their mask off. But we're also not okay with you just going, I don't need to wear a mask, I'm not going to do it.
Or I don't care.
Yeah. We want to communicate love for each other by wearing a mask. And so... we're no one wants to be the mask police.
No, and we hope that nobody does come to be the mask police, but we will love and encourage you and try and work with you in this whole process. So that the point of us getting together and encouraging one another, which Scripture is telling us and encouraging us to do, that we can aim for that. And still do what we need to do because everything is different. These are the things that are necessary for us to bring people together and to gather.
Yeah. So I am really looking forward to that. Again, so we realize there's a fairly long list of reasons why someone might not come, right?
Yeah.
Your health might not be very good. You don't want to risk it, or your doctor's encouraging you to. That's okay.
That's fine.
You might be like, you know what, I don't want to wear a mask, so I'll just stay home. That's okay. That's fine. You know what? The thing that really, one of the things I think that's really important maybe to share and stress is that our church leadership feels so strongly in the maybe quality is the wrong word, but just really appreciative of the service that is available online. And that if you are more comfortable for any reason to stay home, that's okay. Maybe you have a neighbor you want to invite over that wouldn't come into a church building, but you know what? To hang out and watch a football game is natural. Hang out and watch a service, a little bit of a stretch, but they'll do it. Hey, great. Invite that neighbor over. I really think that would honor Jesus as much, if not more, than showing up here. Yeah. So it's do that, maybe it isn't a neighbor who doesn't know Jesus. Maybe it's just someone else in our church who doesn't have the internet, or, the two of you aren't very well, but it's safe to get together. Whatever. There's so many different scenarios. You could be a satellite campus of Lakeview in your house.
Yeah.
You can be the church at home, and it's still going to be online for that purpose. And so we'd love to have you here, but we realize there's a lot of reasons why it's just not going to work for you, and that's okay. One thing I think would be really helpful for us, because again, this is a committee that's put this plan together. It would be helpful to kind of get a sense from our church if you're not coming, what that reason is, because maybe it's something we could address.
Yeah.
You know, and maybe it's maybe there's a something in the structure of it all that's just not going to work for you, and that would be good to know. I'm not saying that will necessarily change things, but it'd be nice to know, because if it's something that should change, hey, we have blind spots. There's things about, you know, our planning committee, we're trying to do the best. We might have overlooked some things, we might not have been aware of something, so
send us an email, like just shoot us a whatever. Pigeon, Telegram, Instagram, whatever. Just shoot us something and just help us out.
We want to be a team about it all, and that includes all of you who are watching this. And so if there's something we're missing, if there's a reason why, even if it's just like, hey, you know what, we're away all August, you won't see us. Great, okay, cool. You know, have a great time traveling wherever. Isolate when you get
BC.
home.
Within BC.
Isolate when you get home. And we'll see you later. And so that would just be good. Because then as we're kind of looking at numbers coming in going, because right now we're in this is very much we're going to start here and reassess. And we want to make sure we're assessing accurate data. I guess is why this is going to be helpful for us. And so it'll help us plan ahead and make sure, and we'll see what September looks like. So before we go to it, I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. That's why I'm opening my phone here. It's not because I'm checking text or Twitter. We had promised last week that we're going to do a walkthrough video. Signs are here. Other hardware and various things are all here. So we want to share with you just what will my experience be like, kind of walk through, so that you know when you arrive, this is the way things are going to be, and there's no guesswork. Because we don't want coming here to be stressful, and we want you to be able to come with joy and come relaxed and come just ready to anticipate being together. And so let's take you on a little walk through the building setup. It is with great excitement that we get to invite you to join us as we regather at the Lakeview building. When you arrive here, we invite you to gather in a safe way. So as you approach, you will be greeted at the front door. First, to confirm that you have registered online or by phone for this particular gathering. Here you will receive hand sanitizer, and you will be asked to put on a mask. If you've brought one, that is wonderful. And if you don't have one will be provided for you. For the safety of all in attendance, you will be asked some common questions about your health, including whether or not you have a fever or cough, and whether anyone in your household has traveled outside of Canada in the last 14 days. As you enter the building, we ask that you keep left down the entry lane and then through the office hallway. At the end of that hallway, you will be greeted once again and shown to where your seat is. We are asking that everyone register ahead so that seats can be set out for you and they can be spaced appropriately. You'll be shown to where your family pod is, and families are required to sit together. In our first phase of gathering, we will be together to view a recorded service. There will be more live service elements added in the coming phases. There will be a host on stage who will welcome everyone, pray for us together, and give further directions if there are some, such as on Sundays when we have communion. In our coming phases, there will be additional live elements added. If you require to use a washroom while you are here, you can leave the room at the main exit at the back. Washrooms are down the hall to the left, just outside the doors. When our gathering time is over, you will exit through the foyer keeping to the left and out the exit doors. We look forward to worshiping together with you on Sunday.